Guys, finally it's one-on-one live coverage. They're going to be coming to you live one-on-one from this kind of the spot here. Whatever much of the people are talking about, it will never be. It is now coming to be the reality to the ground, because today we have broken much of the unbreakables and we are now coming out one-on-one live. We're going to be making sure that everything going to be coming to you live one-on-one at this kind of the section. Mr. Magabu is here. Hi, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah.
Which one is the best one for you?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Here we are, and everything's just coming to you live. And here we are breaking unbreakables and unthinkables, because now we are now raising the bricks from the foundation, making sure they're going to be the brick laying at this kind of the time, and everything just running so meticulous here. As you can now see, everything is roaming. We have much of the boys here to the ground, and talk about some top handman. Everybody is just subjected to ease on her own duties, including we have much of the water, we have much of the spinning of the soil here, and also we have much of the bricks, we have much of the top masons. They are making it happening more meticulous here. You can now see where we are. We are just reaching at the window stage to make sure that everything is coming to you live one-on-one. We have 4 top handmen and also 5 top handmen, and also we have 4 top masons to the east end of the site here. We have this kind of the engineers that are making sure that everything going to be popping out and arranging much of the bricks according to the sequence, and also how it's just requested and how it should be coming out more effective here. It's your first time watching this kind of the video. We are breaking the unbreakables, and also keep on supporting, keep on tuned, because this is just part of the program to make sure that we're going to be getting to the brim point where we want to go. And this is just the beginning, because the house now going to be getting much of the formula, and the house is going to be now coming out more effective, talking about things gonna be coming. Now the house gonna be coming with talk about how you're gonna be now framing it back, and also it's now looking so meticulous and big enough to make sure gonna be holding much of the people and their lives gonna be subjected unto this kind of the house, because this is the beginning and this is the way forward, and everybody has to make it happen. Keep it tuned. Hello beautiful folks, wherever you are, welcome back. It's Ginto back again to the root of today. It's one-on-one live coverage, and I said we're going to be coming back to this kind of the spot of today, and we are at Jiggers construction ongoing, and this kind of the area, it's called the brick laying that we're going to be starting today. And we have democratized early in the morning as we are in Maperas, so you can just make it happen. As you can now see, the work continues here, and we have much of the 2-3 plants that are going to be rectifying a bit, so you can just make sure that this kind of the house is going to be benefiting all this kind of the people of this kind of the family. So cannot have this kind of the person about, oh, I was not given this kind of the mandate here, I was not given this kind of the cost palm of the time this way. We're going to be handling much of the matters one-on-one live from the field, as we're going to be making it more durable and fantastic at this kind of the time. As you can now see, we have 3 top masons here, and a bit of some handmans here, so all of them here, and already some of the bricks are coming from that kind of the space with an immediate effect. Water is always coming, but our borehole a bit going to be having a little bit of a problem, but we're going to be solving that kind of the matter once and for all. So coming to this kind of an esquire, we are having the bricklaying, and it's going to be like we are getting the dimensions of each and every kind of the room height going to be, as you can now see. So guys, we have already come to the conclusion of today, talking about going to be extending it. Like we said, this one going to be a bed. Talk about it was to be a kitchen at this kind of the area. As you can see, we had even left much of the door here that could be coming out from this kind of the position, but we have sat and talked about that will not benefit as much, because we have some of the ladies here, and we have some of the gentlemen here also. So we're going to be making sure we're going to be extending it a bit, so you can just have it taking the position of each and every kind of the person should be accommodated at this kind of the time, so you can just understand what's going to be coming out. So we have rectified much of the things, like this one going to be not a kitchen again, it will be the second bedroom, because we have the master bedroom here. This could be a toilet, but we have changed it into a corridor in a way that we will be coming from this kind of the sitting room here, access the corridor, get to this kind of the master bedroom. Then the master bedroom, we have this kind of the corridor, we shall have a door to get to this kind of the second bedroom, which whereby this kind of the ladies room and the parents, they will be coming from the same corridor in terms of entry to the same doors. And the boys, we shall have this kind of the bedroom here, going to be for the boys in a way that we're going to be having the main door at this kind of an an area, because we have the main entrance from that kind of the position. There's no entrance at this kind of the point here. So this will be one of the entrance here, and also we have an entrance here for getting to this kind of the bedroom for the boys here. So this one will be the sitting room, and when we extend it to this kind of the position, this one here we're going to be constructing here, talk about a kitchen, and after constructing a kitchen here, we're going to be getting something like a veranda outside here. Some of the people are asking about, oh, Gint, will we have some of the veranda at this kind of the position? I talked about, okay, we shall now see whenever we're going to be having a plan, as we're going to be understanding which kind of the plan we're going to be getting into us, so we can just get to know how this kind of the asymmetrical construction will just benefit us, both of the parents and also the family members who are here. And that's what we're going to just be relaxing here and understanding. So still we are having the brick laying here, and they are now getting much of the dimensions to understand each and every kind of the room, how it should be placed, and the dimensions of each and every kind of the room, as you can now see from this kind of the position. So everybody has his own work here to understand, because these are the people we're having to this kind of the field here. So that is what we're going to be talking about at this kind of the time, and we're going to be having everything moving. I understand much of the people still right now, even whoever is just a little bit passing maybe on the road, they're just wondering, oh, again the construction has been coming on, because much of the people thought about, oh, the construction maybe has stopped. No, we don't have talk about maybe the fastness, or we talk about, okay, we go with how the system is running, and we cannot force ourselves like we'll be like others. No, we have our own unique way for us to move. That's the best way for us to get, and this is what we are making sure that everything is coming, whatever it will be and how it will be coming out. Like talking about, okay, let us construct today and tomorrow we relax. It will not have a problem. The way we're going to be moving is we're going to be moving, because they have a permanent area for them to live by this kind of the time, and everything will just be running very smooth here. So I see much of the wheelbarrows are doing some of the jobs. I have one which has already demobilized, it is down, but we're going to be making sure that today is on Sunday. We don't have much of the people right now opening much of talk about the stores for us to buy much of like the screws and the nuts and whatever, so you can just fix everything to come out. But we shall see what is just relevant here. If we're going to be using this kind of the wheelbarrow, they have already done much of the work. They're the ones that I was using in my construction of the G Castle. Still they are existing, and they're so hard enough to make sure that the work is going to be continuing more fantastic here. So here we have another door to get to the kitchen. This is going to be a kitchen here and a veranda at the far end. We shall have a window from that kind of the main bedroom from the far end, so it can just be there and down there also. And also the other ones will have some of the windows from the sections, as you're going to be checking on how they're going to be coming out at that kind of the area. So today going to be the bricklaying. It's going to be a bit headaching until they get the dimensions. After the dimensions, I think about everything will be so clear for us to understand. Now they're going up will be so fantastic. We're going to be relaxing a bit here, and whenever we're going to be now costing to go up, it will be so easy for us to have this kind of the construction getting in front here. So everything is running. We have how many handmans here? We have 4 handmans, and we have Isabella as usual. She is in water project to make sure that she is in the Ministry of Water, to make sure that that ministry doesn't have any kind of a problem. And also talk about we have some cements that we have already bought here. You can now see them there, and they are just relaxing to wait for this kind of the construction to go. A bit right now is approaching 11. Still we are making sure the dimensions are getting good, and we have not to mess anything, because if we mess from here, we're going to be messing with the whole of the house. And right now it's looking so big, and even much of the people, you understand, it's a main road here, and everybody who is just passing is just wondering, oh, it is becoming so meticulous, it's becoming so awesome. From the back there, you can now see how this kind of the construction is going to be very awesome, and we're going to be extending it still to this kind of an area to make sure that we're going to be having so best of the house here. So whoever was thinking about, oh, maybe we have just left, we have not yet left, and we are just opposing so as we cannot be measured with much of the people. You understand, not everybody is so happy whenever they see that the construction is ongoing here. Everybody's talking about, oh, it has stopped and whatever, but that is not our way forward to make sure that we are just relaxing and getting much of the things to be conducted here very clear here. I see the talk about the sand. I was ever to talk about the sand also, because as I want to be checking this kind of the sand here, it will not get us so far, and it will not get us so far, and that is the talk about the best way for us to talk about it. But it will just get us to at least a more days to go, and I think about it will just squeeze us in a way that everything will just be moving so fantastic here. So here I can now see they're going to be cutting this kind of the polythene to make sure going to be used in terms of some of the lineage that have not yet got, so the bricklaying will just commence from that kind of the position there. So this is what is just handling here. This is how they cut, okay. Fantastic. So that is number one. Number two, it's making the work easier, which is use the local material around you to sustain your sustainability. Very meticulous. Exactly. That's how they're just doing this kind of the work, guys, and everything is getting forward so good here. So they are making sure that we have already rectified. I've already contacted the engineer, so you can just make sure that there's nothing going to be getting to a mess or whatever going to be getting to pogrom or whatever, everything going to be moving. So everything is now very fantastic. I have Mr. Magabo is here, and as I said, I'm going to be doing this kind of the work also because he's put in the system to make sure we're going to be getting a little bit of some wages, so he can just keep the family running and also himself getting himself running as a man. That's what we're going to be benefiting from each other from this kind of the position, even if we're going to be his own construction. So for him to be motivated also, you cannot leave him the way hanging and much more, because I said about we're going to be getting him to my home so he can just make sure they're going to be coming out with much of the constructions, but I saw we have already started his construction. We have to make sure we're going to be consistently coming here, and also you're going to be looking and how the changes are going to become, because already even today we have just made a change, and he is part of the program to see if the change is going to be ringing and how the things want to be coming so fantastic here. That kind of the change of changing to be 3-bedroom, it came with much of the people talked about working to make sure that we're going to be changing it, because some of the boys are there and some of the ladies here, and we never wanted to mess with the condition how it's going to be like the children talk about maybe the ladies are sleeping with the boys here, so we have to change that kind of the plan to have or to measure and understand how it's going to be so fantastic for us. That is the best way for us to make sure that this kind of the area gets very meticulous here. Keep tuned. I'm going to be back to you in a short while as we're going to be making sure that everything is mixed here properly. Guys, we are back, and today in the G Castle here already we're going to be having the concrete here, as the two works are going to be continuing with an immediate effect here. So today we have the Jiggers family, and also I have my own construction here. Talk about the concrete guard going to be placed there. That's going to be making sure that everything going to be coming out here. So already today we have 3 mixtures, like 4, 5, 6 mixtures here, and it's going to be having one ratio. What I mean is we have some sand here. Also we have some cement, and we have this kind of talk about the ballast, but it's the crushed ballast, and also we have the bigger one, which is a 3/4 here, and we have some waterproofs here also to gonna be mixed, and this kind of the mixture to make sure that this kind of the concrete guard are gonna be so fantastic and firm enough, and we're gonna be using a lot of cement, so I can just make that kind of the ratio to be of cement will be like 75%. So at this kind of the concrete gutter, the main aim is it should not leak, it should not have a crack, because if it has a leakage or any kind of the crack, it seems like the whole house will be raining, because that is the most effective. But the good thing is whenever we're going to be placing this kind of the concrete gutter, also we have one of the biggest solution. I'm going to be placing much of the tiles, and also the tiles going to be placed with some of the grouts. The grouts are waterproof, and also we have some of the cements again, and the waterproof are going to be conjuncted inside, and also to make sure that that kind of the ratio going to be so fantastic. Also the concrete gutter is placed with this kind of the waterproof, again it could be screeded for it to be ready for the tiling. Also the screed should be placed with what the waterproof, to make sure that everything is coming out more effective here. So we're going to be having much of mujipange kidogo hapa, vumbi ni vumbi, mbele kwa mbele. Everything is so fantastic. I have Mukadi here today, going to be the cameraman, but looking so a bit weird in terms of the hair, but don't worry about that. We're going to be making sure that everything is so active. Exactly. So here we're going to be getting to the work, and the work is going to be commencing with an immediate effect. The gumboots are here. I don't know why my top mason is not having the gumboots, and he has worked for several years. I don't know what's really the problem. problem. And he told me that he worked for a decade. For 10 years, no gambut, man.
No, I forgot.
What's the problem?
I was in a different
Where?
site.
Another site. That is called, you have ever heard somebody talking about shenanigans, eh? Okora ya humu humu, eh? You cannot tell me that you never had the information that you're going to be having a concretion. But that is it. But here in Africa, sometimes we're going to talk about some of the things we're going to be doing in the manual. In a way, like, not everybody's talking about, oh, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Or sometimes you talk about let's go because it's one day and it will not have much of the effect. This is Africa. It's not like some of the talk about talking to make sure that this kind of dialects will not have this. We have been into this and we have to make it happen. And that is the best way for us to go and make it happen. I'm going to be starting this kind of the concrete right now. I'm the one to start it. Then I'm going to be giving you much of the reservoirs and some of the small synopsis and some of the recaps that are going to be coming out from this kind of the fantastic module as you're going to be watching this kind of the video from wherever you are. Keep it tuned. Back to you in a short while. Today is today and tomorrow going to be another day. Catch up there. Nani analeta maji?
Maji ndio haya.
Maji. Utakaa ile base manze. Hapa itachukua. Tunaenda na jua manze. Weka maji baba.
Wenyewe hapo sawa.
Mwaga maji babu. Kana mruwengo mteke roho. The problem with the top masons here, he is standing looking at me and I'm not in the work. The problem is there. Weka maji. Yeah man. Weka. Safi. Ndio. Ama ingeweze bado. Koroga.
Ndio.
Weka maji. Tajiba hapa chini. Safi. Sasa mimi hapa sasa ni sawa. Naenda.
Na kama hapo imelikio.
Hapo iko sawa. Nayo sasa. Inasogezwa kwa ndo wake. Ama ikuje juu. Maji kidogo. Sawa. Mchanga hivi. Na hata hii kitu inashika. Hiyo yenye amesema ni waterproof. Inashika, si kuna mixiwa ndani. I'm cutting job, man. Aye. Guys, back to the system. Make it happen. Oh, you have gloves, eh? Wow. Thank you. Yeah.
Did something.
Exactly. You could have spilled some things here. No problem. Go the way you like. Yeah, man. Exactly. We have some of the water coming from this kind of the well here. And so fantastic. Wow. Fantastic. So that's why we are just getting much of the water from, and to make sure we're going to be mixing here. And that's the best way for us to go, and making sure that we are maintaining the course. And that's the main aim of us here. Sasa, ona, rudisha hii huko. Ndio iende sasa. Hivyo. Hivyo sasa. Rojo hivyo tukiendana. Exactly. So guys, today again I have much of the visitors who are just approaching to this kind of the time, and we're going to be getting a little bit of it from this kind of the time, so you can just understand who are they and how is everything. You wanna be smoking cement, man. Yeah, it's gonna be smoking you. Yeah, come to this side, man. Yeah. Eh? It's not healthy, man. Guys, at this kind of the time here, God has granted much of the peace also, so you can just come out effectively. Today is on Sunday. For the people who went to the church, I think you went to the church.
I went to the church. I am from the church.
You're from the church immediately.
Yeah.
That's very meticulous. Guys, today I had a request from the priest. He had to send much of the people here to make sure you're going to be praying for us.
I prayed for you.
Woo! Awesome, awesome. And all the people are just watching.
Yeah.
If Gintu is already blessed, you are blessed too.
Yeah.
Meticulous, eh? Exactly. So to this kind of the time, how are you, man?
I'm good.
My first time to get you onto the channel, but not the first time to see you.
Yes.
Because yeah, I know you, man.
Yes.
I know you.
Yeah.
You are part of the Catholic.
Yes.
I understand there's a time you were
in altar boys.
Altar boys, but I was slapped. Then I had to quit.
To run away.
I was an altar, by the way. I was an altar boy, and the way you can see my hair, that's how I always prepare my hair. That's how you always. And I was going to the church. Then one of the people was giving us this kind of the teachings about becoming good altar boys. Hit me like a safari rally, and I was about, oh my living God, why am I caned in this kind of the church? Because of having some shaggy hair, and it's not my cause or my whatever. Because povertyness, man. Even shaving was a problem, and I wanted to venture myself into it, but shenanigans, eh?
Yes.
And you understand, the most attractive part is whereby he closed the door. And the door to open it doesn't have a locker.
Yes.
So you have to struggle entering one of the fingers inside and pulling it out. And he closed it, and he knew that whenever you will open it, you have suffered a lot.
Yeah.
And he started again, come here, kata, inside the church. And opening that door is a problem. My friend, I was hit like safari. When I managed to open the door, I had been hit, my friend, like something else. But that is not the cause of the day. We talk about even the church needs sanitation, and also it needs much of the nice people. And you have to dress nicely as you're going to be getting to the altar. I saw maybe it could be like I was provoked, but he knew that even God needs people who are clean.
Yeah.
And that's the point here. That's why you see much of the gentlemen here. They are looking so tidy.
Somehow.
Untidy or tidy?
I think
Neat.
Neat is?
Yeah.
Neat is tidy or untidy?
Neat is tidy.
Tidy, exactly. The English is still persisting into my mouth. Very meticulous. Back to you. Much of 2 stories here as the work continues here. How do you see the work, man?
The work is
For
just
the first time you have arrived here?
No, I came here the other day.
Yesterday.
No, not yesterday.
Yeah.
I have come here some
Previous. Talk
years
about how do you call the people who are just serving the church in terms of youths?
The youth.
The youths, eh?
Yes, we
yeah,
come
I
as
have.
the youth.
Yeah, I have a brother who is I'm following. Yeah, he's one of the biggest youths of the Catholic.
Yeah.
He was ever coming here with much of the youths and have some of something Solomon.
Solomon,
yeah, he was having some of the masses here sometimes. I was ever talking about we have to get the spiritual world. That was so meticulous here. So back to you. What's your name, man?
My name is just okay. The real name is Rioba Ernest.
Rioba Ernest.
But the YouTube name is Aderioba.
Aderioba.
Yes, Aderioba.
The ranking part, ranking master conquered the Babylonian slasher. Yeah, Aderioba.
Yeah.
Fantastic Ade. You have that kind of the channel there?
I have here.
Yeah. Let me view it, man.
My channel is here.
Bring it.
Will I go to YouTube here?
Yeah, this is the YouTube. You have 400 and here is the channel. Guys, you can check it. Aderioba Comedy. That's the name?
Yeah.
Aderioba Comedy. That is the name that's gonna be coming out. 14 subscribers here. 714, and you can just add something very best from this kind of the channel also, so you can just get on and move on more meticulous. I see the watch time was a bit slow, and also talk about the people watching also a bit really a problem here, but don't worry, we're gonna be squeezing it, we're gonna be making it happen, eh? And today is today, but tomorrow gonna be another day, yeah? Exactly. Back to you again. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Exactly. How is everything? You still a YouTuber also?
Yeah.
I have ever seen you a bit really with some of the computers here and there. Have you studied about the computers?
Yeah.
You have graduated. Which kind of the course did you do? IT. In college, university, whatever.
Yeah, college.
Oh, you went to the college. Exactly. So you go to your IT classes. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who was the father of computers?
Whoa. I can't recall those.
You cannot recall yet. I never did the computers. I did computer studies in my form 1. Yeah, and I can remember who was the father of the computers. Eh?
Who was?
Abacus.
Oh, by the way.
The first computer.
I was calling him Abacus.
Abacus.
Okay.
Yeah. So talk about which kind of the technology was used in the first generation of computers.
I think about. Whoa. About chimneys, do something.
What
like
kind of chimney, man? That is now you are going to call. I will talk about the coal was used in terms of transport, and you will never talk about the chimney. Now we're going to the trains. You are going talking about trains and steam engines. Yeah, talking about the first generation. How many generations do we have? Of computers. You don't have even the generations. You skip that one? That's the first package. You have to learn about the introduction of computer studies, man.
Generation, second, they have the fifth.
Fifth generation. The fifth now is the modern ones that you are having. Like portable right now is the fifth generation.
Yeah.
Like a laptop, eh? Yeah. Can you give me talk about a difference between a mobile phone and a desktop? Two differences.
Two differences. Just
or two similarities.
Similarities, they all.
They all use power.
They all use power.
You know, a desktop, a desktop, you can just use it while in the power. But the mobile phone you can charge and
no, that's called portability.
Portability.
Yeah, this is portable. That's the difference. I've talked about the similarities.
Similarities that you can.
Both of them they have in common. In common.
Oh, both of them they can store information.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Yeah, another one. You're an IT man. I'm looking for you.
Imagine, I'm just confused. It's like you have many.
Are we in exam here?
It's like my heart is now.
Your heart is
even
pumping.
Everything is have just disappeared.
Yeah, you are cramming in school, eh?
Yeah, I was like cramming.
Exactly. But I was a good computerist. If it could be not like everybody has his own mentality, I could not progress because the more we were going, the more it was becoming harder to me because it needs much of talk about practicals. Because during that time, even in my home, there was no electricity, and how even accessing a mobile phone, which is a button, was a problem. So whenever we talk about the IT, it was a bit a complicated thing to me. So I had to at least get out from that. Yeah, they used much of the transistors. Don't talk about the generation. Most of the third and the second generation, they used transistors. Sure. Exactly. I was good in terms of that, man. I never crammed, but I got it.
You got it.
Which kind of the subject were you the best, I would say? In high school?
Mathematics.
You are good in mathematics?
Yeah.
Okay, the probability. How is the percentage full of probability? You know, mathematics, much of the people think about mathematics is calculations.
The total summation of probability is just 1.
Yes. Which is 1.
It is 1.
Whenever it's 1, okay, can you give me the probability of that one?
1, the probability of 1, just 1.
1 is 1, but in terms of percentage.
Percentage is just 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you think that the probability goes to 100%?
You cannot
It's
go.
calculated to 100%, but the probability has to be 25 out of 100, which is the 3/4.
It depends.
No, it doesn't depend. Also, the probability, because it's you probabilite. It has to be a quarter.
Like, for example,
A
you
quarter
say that-
yes, and the 3/4 is yes or no.
But you, for example, if you want to say that the probability of you going to Nyabohanse from this home, maybe it can be maybe 75%. 75% means that you are most likely to go.
So that one now you're going to mean and mod. That's where you are heading. And that's another topic. So everything is good. But the good thing is much of the people should understand. Mathematics also, it's not calculation. Also mathematics, it's only maybe in your school.
Even here.
You are not given, in your school maybe, you are not given exams that you are answering like an essay.
Yeah,
Do you know mathematics also answered like an essay? It has questions.
However,
Like, for
You have
example,
ever?
here,
Exactly.
what you are doing here, you are mixing some ratios. So
To get the probability of it to be
a
talk about a full complete for it to be used there.
Yeah.
So talk about you cannot use 100% of cement, my friend.
Yeah, that's-
How can you use 100% of cement? That's what the probability is. The cement should be in this and there should be this. Talk about the ratio. Again, we are getting another topic of ratios.
Sure.
Yeah, mathematics is a very broad thing. Exactly. Back to it's called Aderioba, and if you're gonna be getting his on of the channel, you can just subscribe, like, share, and comment because there are two gentlemen here.
Yeah.
Where did you reach right now? I was gonna be having this kind of the guy looking for the channel also. Where have you reached?
I've reached
Which kind of the things are you doing outside here?
Okay, right here. For in terms
No,
of
no, no,
YouTube,
no, not in terms of the YouTube. Did you finish your Form 4?
I
You went to
finished
college?
Form 4, I went to
I think
college.
the theme is black. I don't know.
Okay. You can no, it's not black. It's called Zeddy on it. On this,
Yeah.
It's called, hey, you have 1001, 1004, my friend. You have moved like Safari Rally. Who has boosted you onto this one?
I used to sing. You
used to sing?
Yeah.
You are an artist, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be coming to that one.
Ujesikia wimbo unaimba oh baba ukanyibora. I'm the one who sang that song.
We're gonna be coming to that kind of the music. We're gonna be dancing, my friend. That's not have a problem. Does it have a copyright?
No.
It doesn't have a copyright. We could have dust it here already and make sure that everything is off and don't worry about that one. Coming to you because we're gonna be having some of the music roaming out. We're gonna be coming to that one. Very fantastic. Back to you. You have said you finished your high school, then you went to a college.
School, yeah.
Then which kind of the course did you have taken, man?
I did what they call the education science.
Educational science. So you can teach much of the people about the sanitation.
Physics. No,
Huh?
it is mathematics and physics. Education
That's
science.
educational science in mathematics and physics.
Yeah,
We can teach in primary school or high school.
in high school
In high school. So you went to college or university?
to university.
University. So you're good a mathematician.
Yeah.
And a good physician.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I'm just okay. I'm the
Give me
best.
Graham's law.
Graham's law. It depends. Okay, you can say that. Graham's law. You know, things. Okay, ask other things like applications.
You want me to talk about what is a force? A push or a pull?
Yeah, no problem with that one.
And there's always sometimes, let me ask now not a question, but I give you an answer. Then you give me the question. I give you an answer, you give me a question. Perpendicular per unit time. Which kind of the force is that one?
Perpendicular.
Per unit, you can just come to the answer is
Pressure is equals to force over area.
no, I've talked about. Give me now the equation of what does it mean. The answer is perpendicularly per unit time.
That is pressure. Define pressure.
Define pressure. Are you sure?
Force. When you say yes, that's pressure.
And pressure is measured in
Pressure is measured in Pascal.
Pascal.
Yes.
Exactly. The SI unit
SI unit is newtons per meter.
per meter.
Yes,
And
newtons per meter.
not NI.
Huh? Not
Newton.
newtons per meter.
Exactly, guys. It's like we are going to be orienting ourselves to understand what we're going to be popping out. I want to understand how the things are going to be coming. It's only like some two challenges here and there. If I could be a teacher, my friend, people could be passing like something else. Not something which I can just tell you as a fact. Because whenever you want to be learning, because I saw it in one time, I hated. Did you do something called history and government?
No, I did not.
You did it?
I did.
You did it. So history and government was my worst subject because when I went to Form 1, it was the worst. the worst, I got below even average, below 50%. And it was in Form 1, the first exam. I got below average. Then it was about, this kind of the teacher was about, are you really sure whatever you're doing? In Form 1, you have got 48 out of 50, out of 100. I was about, I don't like this kind of maybe history. But we got one of the teacher was in Form 2. Do you know that he got me from 0 to somewhere where I became now the top? I was now the top of that kind of the history. My friend, you can never challenge me in the history. Now that's when I was the best. You know history, Mostly?
No.
I get a question?
No. I'm not the best. It was not my best subject. Of course.
You have to learn because whatever you are passing through is a history. Even you evolved from history. That is we have the creation theory and we have mythical theory. We have
theory. Evolution theory.
Evolution. That's what I was looking for. So we learned about evolution. The CRE religious people talk about spiritual. The ones who talk about the coming from the heaven direct. Talk about we came from the Virgin Mary, who was everything was so fantastic. We have to understand how the things are gonna be coming. So back to how the things are gonna be coming. At the Rioba, I always have to repeat this so I can just get it. As we're gonna be having some of the storytelling here, and we're gonna be getting this kind of the points coming out so fantastic here. So you have talked about you are calling yourself on this.
Zeddy,
what is that?
Zeddy on this.
Zeddy on this. Why is that's a music name?
Yeah.
Zeddy on this. A little bit of like a riet. I saw some of the people talking about nimenunua madigaga na chain na ngoja tu bezi niko kama top sirikari. Then tasumbua sana. Exactly. Coming to you. So you talked about you have some of the music roaming out.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of a recap of it? I'm ready to dance.
Oh, my music or the...
No, I've said you're a musician, man.
Yo, my music or the... Any music.
Any. You have the English one?
Yeah, of course I have the English one.
Okay. I prepare myself. Guys, are you ready? Let's go.
Okay. This way, come that way, you can stop my... Oh, do you want a rap or just quick to...
So again, we are talking about this way, again this way, that way. So where do you want us to go?
Those are just mysteries.
Oh, these are the lines.
Are just verses.
Oh, the lines,
The lines.
Okay. This way, that
come
way.
That way, you can stop my friend this right away. Hizo ni nini kana kiugun tuna left to the right to the left na anger, and I'm sad to say I'm on my way. We'll be back for many a day. My heart was down, my head was turning around. I had to river to go. Yeah.
That's how that music is sung with that kind of the voice?
Yeah, I think so.
You have to...
Yeah. You know, in rapping, you have to make your voice somehow...
You are looking like a generator.
Yeah.
You are vibrating, man. Yeah. But I think that's the style of doing this kind of the music.
Yeah.
And come this way, come that way. They have to do that kind of the sound has to protrude and come out. And I have to understand how things are going to be coming. So back to how the things are working. So how is the music platform, man? Because I've seen Nyabuhanse here, some of the people have already varianted. Even I saw much of the ladies called here Priska Sagati. They have been playing much of the song. Yeah, the music is hitting in the Korean tribe. Yeah, I saw them singing very meticulous, and nobody could know that Priska Sagari can just come out like a musician. But much of the music is not doing good in this kind of the platform of Nyabohanse. That's what I can just tell you, because much of the people are shenanigans, telenovela, postquams, interquams, and much more are the ones that much of the people like. And that's the only thing. But if you're gonna be having that kind of the platform, I can tell you this kind of a small thing. There's a time one of the biggest YouTubers here in Nyabohanse, there was one of the rapper called what was the name of this kind of the person? The brother to Maja KE. What was the name?
Can't recall.
You can't recall the brother to Maja KE. He was calling himself what? Edu Swag.
Edu Swag.
You know Edu Swag? So Edu Swag was one of the musicians, and he talked about, yeah, man, you are the biggest YouTuber in Nyabohanse, man. Introduce so my music can go far, man. You know, the person who was being targeted, like, gonna be helping him to be a good YouTuber or to have that kind of the music getting far away or getting outside of the borders of Korean tribe or Kenya. I thought about, no, this kind of the YouTube platform we are playing here, it's not of music, it's of lifestyle. So if if it's a lifestyle, also there's another person called Mayuguno. You understand? Mayuguno has a good audience, but he cannot do the music platform. Why? Because the music platform is another platform which needs other social medias like Spotify and also this kind of you understand them in terms of the music. But in terms of the YouTube, if you have hit, the song has hit, that's the time it can be placed in the YouTube and you will get much of the fans and much of the people. Also there's some of this kind of the DJs. You get some of the DJs are performing better. You understand also getting a song, it's a 4 minutes a maximum. Most of the songs are 4 minutes. You understand that kind of the 4 minutes, maybe you have been watched by 1,000 people. So 1,000 people by 4, that's how many watching hours?
4,000.
That's 4,000. Those are the
4 minutes.
4 minutes. No, 4 minutes by 1,000.
4 hours. 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
So you have got that people have watched for only 4 hours, and that 4 hours for that kind of the 1,000 people, and the person has put a 1 hour video and has got 1,000 views. How many hours are those?
Hey.
4,000 hours.
400 and something.
400 something.
400 and something. 400 hours, and you compare yourself, you have got maybe 1,000 with there. Talk about you have got 10,000 views, and you have 4 minutes. So it means that music was watched for 400 hours. Yes, and the person has 1,000 views and has a 1 hour video, has been watched for 400 hours only. Exactly. So you can come to the conclusion now, who is the best? You have to get more views to get this kind of the young person. So that's what I'm telling about this kind of the platform is you can do some of the videos and you can just make it happen like the way you can just make in music. If the music gonna be hitting in Kurialand, I've never seen, maybe you'll be the first one to hit the music to go out. It's only one of the person called Samson who was singing the country music.
Samson.
The one who went even to America.
Exactly. To sing that kind. It's only by God's grace. And it's do you understand how many songs has he written? So many songs, but that's not demoralizing you, but I'm telling you about the platform in Nyabohanse. There are so less people can cherish with that kind of the music. There are so many people who came with that kind of the talent of singing. Like I've given you Mayuguno, had that kind of the talent of singing, but he could not go far with that kind of the singing. Why? It doesn't do better here in Nyabohanse.
He decided to change.
He decided, no, he is in this kind of the other platform. So he's trying to push the music because he has a bigger platform. He has more people even to push the music, but it cannot go. He cannot even be called for a concert. You understand? It's only maybe a YouTuber like Iginto. I call him, hey, Mayugo, wanna come and perform here. I was going to be having a small party. And he perform, people talk about, yeah, the best song. Gives you a little bit of some tips, and that's how it has ended over day. So coming to that kind of the platform, create videos, make videos. Even me, I was told, make videos. Yeah, consistency, and you'll make it happen, man. Don't worry about this kind of 2-3 things here. If God has opened a door, you have to go, you will go. Nobody will ever come to board and talk about ABCD, yeah? Just go, guys, subscribe, talk about Aderioba is here and make it happen. It's going to be conclude this kind of the stuff from this kind of the position. I'm going to be getting to this kind of the other section and holding much of the cost pumps and the crackatoos of the day. And also it's called Zeddy on
this.
Zeddy on these. I'm going to be a musician.
I decided to change.
You're going to be changing the name?
Yeah.
You're going to be calling
I decided to change the content from music because people told me in music you have to invest more money.
Exactly.
And you can invest in one song and it can't go. It might not go viral. So you have
not that they cannot go. The probability of, we are talking about mathematics, the probability of it going is a quarter.
Yeah, it's a quarter.
Yeah, so you are not 100% that it will go. So it has a quarter of each percentage that it will go. So just understand like things gonna be coming and things gonna be going. So understand, just grow the YouTube first, then you'll be performing your small music. Like whenever you had a YouTuber have some festival, go and get much of the people to know you. And also transform there your music and people dance a bit and you just go forward and make it happen. Exactly. So guys, subscribe this kind of the boys here so they can just roam and make it happen, and they're just pushing their own lives and also pushing their own ways of making sure they're going to be getting a living of today, because everybody here is just a grown-up. He's touching the beards, meaning that everything is so fantastic. He's just looking for a common ancestor so they can just put their thoughts together and make sure they're going to be making it happen. I understand. Why are you touching your beards? Or she is always touching it.
No.
So whenever you are always standing or talking about, oh my living God, she's always touching.
She's nowhere to be seen, brother.
Or do you want to be a priest?
No. Right now, you cannot.
What is the
start that
problem?
life
You understand?
without-
You will have pimples. That's what they say. Cucumberize, man. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Can you understand right now? If you have never performed it, it means that right now you are so heavy.
Yeah.
For in terms of the carelessly hanging object.
Oh,
You understand
I
it?
got it.
Do you understand the carelessly hanging object?
Yes, the other one.
Huh?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you have to understand, man. So right now you have to make it a bit lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, transform, man.
I've
Even you came to
transformed.
this kind of the world to feel the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, but feel where you cater for.
Sure.
Yeah, don't
Not
go to
be
minus.
careless.
You will find yourself somewhere,
Yes.
rotting somewhere. For Salasa. Salasa?
So last years.
14 bora.
Times 2.
14 bora, eh? Exactly. So that's the way forward, and also we have to encourage ourselves so I can just move forward. Thank you very much for your time and
you,
coming and getting to this kind of the platform, man. I appreciate. God bless you.
Yes.
Keep tuned.
Yes.
Keep focused. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be having a small video here.
Yes, I'll be coming. Yes.
Yeah. Come now and again.
Yes.
The doors are open, man.
After you have posted,
Yeah.
then
Okay.
I'll come to do some videos.
Some videos. Exactly. You now know them and make sure that everything's so fantastic.
Sure.
You have drunk a tea. We have Kate Sigano, she's here. Let her cater for you because she's the one who's
Okay.
going to be handling much of the matters. Eh?
Yeah.
Wait, Gado. handle them. Give them some tea and no breakfast, lunch. Because the time is gone.
Is it lunch?
Yeah, the lunch is there, man.
Whoa.
We're going to be lunching here and she's going to be coming to that one. She has to come also and introduce herself a bit and give herself a shout out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come.
When are you going to change? Guys, you understand, ladies, eh? Right now
can change even for 1 hour.
she's looking like something else. So she's gonna be going to transform and some Q-Tex rice. Is it Q-Tex or is it riptizing? They're gonna be riptizing. Hi,
Hello.
everything is nice.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning to
I've seen you. I've recognized your presence.
Thank you.
For how long?
Just a minute.
Exactly. So you can introduce yourself here.
So guys, I'm not looking like something else.
Oh, you're looking like it.
I'm looking like
Exactly. So introduce yourself and give yourself a good shout out here.
Okay, my name is Kate Sigano.
Exactly.
Yes, so go and check me in my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yes, and take me to 2,000 subscribers. Nowadays, I'm not in the line of 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. We are
I'm
moving,
already-
eh?
Yes, we are moving.
Exactly.
Yes, so thank you for you coming here at the Rioba.
We met the other day. She told me that we have to visit you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And Zedi. Zedi Anthony. Zedi on it. Exactly. So thank you very much. Go support. Talk about we are going for start from here.
Yes.
He's calling himself Aderioba. Aderioba.
Yes.
And also we have Kate
The
Sigano.
easiest
She's there.
name.
Yeah, she's there. And also we have Zedi on this. And make it happen. And subscribe, like, share, comment. It's going to be grooving together as a team as we make it happen. Eh? Come
one
regularly.
family,
Why?
one
What's the problem with your eyes?
I have a problem of light.
Light.
That's why you see they are somehow black. They are turning black.
And we are
They're coming
sunning ourselves.
Yes.
So it might have a problem already.
They are photos. Do what?
Photochromic.
Oh, photochrome. Even you?
Yeah. I'm short-sighted and I have photochromic effects.
So do you see me?
Hey, I really see you. So when I'll go to the shelter, yani the shadow there, they will turn to white.
Okay.
When I'll come to sunlight, they turn black totally.
They are regulating the amount of light passing to the
Oh,
light.
ISO.
Yeah.
Oh my living God. This generation, I don't know how to talk about it.
So these sunglasses are not for the swaggerific
No.
thing.
No.
Not so swagger.
So you can see they are black.
Medical.
When
Medical.
I'll just hide them inside the house, they'll turn to
White.
They are,
Yeah.
they are
Oh, colorless.
out of changing.
Colorless.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry for that kind of the miscellaneous eyes, but God will just prompt you to go forward. Eh?
Yeah,
Don't worry, even me, I was that way when I was a small boy. But I got myself into the treatment of some of the organizations from the US here in Isibania. They were coming orally to talk about eye treatment. I went there early before it could just bring some of the chaos. Eh? But I healed. But sometimes whenever I sit, they're looking like red. Eh? So you think about I'm a good smoker, but I'm not a chain smoker. Everything's so fantastic. Eh? So keep it tuned. Thank you very much for your
Thank you,
time
brother.
and keeping it locked. Eh? Thank you. You get some of the tea and some of the vibe, and the Wi-Fi is free. And you'll just cherish and TikTok and make sure that everything's so fantastic. Back to the system here. The boys are just democratizing here, and the work continues as the concrete gutter is on it to another level. and we're gonna be checking to the top there what's really handling and what's really popping out here as it's gonna be getting to the upper section. Ooh, how are you, man? He's calling himself Mukadi. Mukadinari.
The Buddha.
Hey, the Buddha boss, eh?
Yeah, the Buddha.
Exactly, so it's gonna be getting up. Hey, we did draw. Oh, he's the one who is now pulling, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, push and pull. This is not called a force, eh? Let it not come down like Safari Rally. Exactly. So we're gonna be getting to this kind of the ladder and get to know how the things are just popping to the top here. We have something called the Bob Marley. The top mason. Exactly. So guys, you can now see the concrete gutter here, and they have just already demobilized to make sure that it's gonna be happening so meticulous at this kind of the point. Thank you very much, guys, for you being tuned and locked in. As we're gonna be making sure that everything is happening, and they have been squeezed it a little bit here. This is the concrete gutter, so huge and tall enough, and it's gonna be like a railway transport here. It's gonna be a 5-inch from down. It's gonna be a 5-inch, and it's gonna be the thickness of 5 to make sure that everything gonna be handled at this kind of the area more meticulous here. As you can now see what's really happening, and we are just squeezing ourselves for it. And I can just go on top because it's like a railway line. We can just walk on it. Woo! It's very high. So guys, we're gonna be working on it. So it's a concrete gutter. And we have invested in terms of talking about we're going to be having some hidden roofs here, and it's going to be similar like this one G Castle here, but the G Castle is a bit bigger, eh? And everything will be just so fantastic here. So this is the work of today from my home here, and I'm going to be relaxing for it to dry. They're going to be coming for the brick, talk about the roofing, and everything will just be squeezing forward, and that's the way we're going to be making it happen as I just transform everything. So we have to transform our homes, and this is just a small thing that we're going to be doing here, and after this one here we're going to be having other things that are going to be evolving. And keep tuned, keep it locked, because much of the things are going to be coming still in the lineup of making sure that everything going to be squeezed forward very meticulously here. And we are just waiting because it's so sunny today, and I think going to be raining in the evening because dalili ya anga talk about dalili ya mvua ni makurugete. So coming to this kind of the position, I'm going to just come to this kind of the esquire of handling much of the matters. Bomare, everything is nice? Exactly, let us make it happen, eh? Yeah. So the concrete is good, the ratio is good. Exactly.
So that's why I'm telling my handman up there. The ratio of the cement.
So I have to add some cement, eh?
Yeah.
I will add, eh?
Yeah.
Exactly, because I'm going to be getting to the town, so I can just bring some of the cement here and also make sure that this kind of the work goes on very meticulous here. We have a little bit of some hours here, and they will just vanish and get out from this kind of the position with an immediate effect. I appreciate the amount of the people tuned in and locked in and watching this kind of the video from wherever you are. Let us transform. If you're going to be supporting Gintu, support Gintu, and everything will just be running smooth. I'm going to be getting back to the construction there as I'm going to be checking what's really happening from that kind of the position, because things going to be getting wild. And here we are transforming the lives. And after transformation, as we get, other people are eating like Bob Marley, like the handman there, even to Magebo's there, much of the people are there to get something else so that they can just keep their family running, and that is Gintu. We have to transform them and get them to another level. Keep it tuned. Back to you in a short while. Guys, back to the spot here, and we are back to the work to understand how this kind of the family, everything is moving. Now you can now see I have Mr. Magevo here. Mr. Magevo. Magabo, yeah. Not Magevo, Magabo. Yeah. Hey, how is the kila kitu iko chonjo? Guys, we are moving and the house is moving. Sasa unaona sasa inasonga kidogo. Kama hii ni siku moja, siku ya pili tutakuwa tumemaliza walls zote. Guys, we are talking about here, this is the first day, and you can now see where it has just reached here, and we are just moving, and it's now looking so big. Inaonekana kubwa sasa. It's looking so big right now, eh? Yeah, it's looking very, very big, as you can now see it, and this kind of the area. And as everything is just moving, we are equipping ourselves here. This is they're now getting much of the sand here to make sure going to be the evening session, so they can just be completing much of the work here. It's already approaching 15 in the evening here, and we're going to be making sure that everything is just coming out very fantastic. So they are stretching to make sure that every section is getting to the brim. Hapa ndo dirisha inaanzia. This is the window, eh? So we have reached where the windows gonna be. Talk about the whole area to gonna be reflecting where we are. And what I'm gonna be talking about is we are still on it and we are still making it happen. We have already finished the talk about the cements that we bought here, so it could just squeeze. As I said yesterday, or I was ever talking about, is whenever we're gonna be having some of the materials to the site, everything will be just moving so sequenced in a way that we cannot have much of the pogroms or the intercoms to make sure that this kind of the work continues or protrudes with much of the effect how it's gonna be coming. So today we had 4 top masons. As you can now see, we have the first one, the second, the third, and the fourth from this kind of the position, and 5 of the top handmans who are here. I'll talk about the one who is Isabella. Isabella, hi. Hi. How are you?
Fine.
Everything is very fine. What is not a problem?
Maziwa.
Oh, you want milk? So that's why I gave you the work. You can get that kind of the milk, and I gave you the easiest work to do, bringing water. And she always have the same amount of money with the others, which is very fantastic for it to go. But right now we don't have much of the cement already, which we're going to be talking about. This is the last one that's going to be coming here. And Imesha, this is the last one.
This is the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the last one that we're gonna be using here at this kind of the time, and I talk about we're gonna be having more and more if somebody can just come out and talk about we're gonna be buying some of the cements. These are the ones that we just got them here, and what I can just say is I always prefer to have much of the materials to the site. It will be very easy for if it will be like paying much of the top masons to come and work. It will be very easy for us, and that is the best way for us to go. And if you're gonna be promising whatever gonna be so fantastic, we're gonna just come out and talk about this how it's gonna be, and everything will just be moving. As I said, everything has to go on the way we have just already analyzed it to go. And right now you can now see the setting of the bricks was so fantastic. And I'm gonna be starting with the entrance of this kind of the house, as we have already entitled. Here we're gonna be getting some of the stairs, and this is the main entrance to this kind of the house. Talk about this. This is the main entrance here, and this is the sitting room, as we're gonna be getting to the sitting room here. And we have the boys zone. Talk about the boys should not be coming from the mother. Talk about the where the mother just getting in and getting to the ladies. No, we have just selected a best way for us to do, in a way that the bedroom of the boys, they should just come out or come in from the sitting room, accessing their own room, which is this kind of the third bedroom here. So when you are in the sitting room, you can access the mother point. Talk about getting to the bedroom. This is a corridor here, as you can now see. It's just segmented around. Talk about now this kind of the corridor is a very small corridor. It has the door to access the second bedroom and also the master bedroom there, to make sure that everything is getting very fantastic. So tomorrow, whenever we're going to be making sure that other things are coming out, we shall have to bring here some of the kitchen that are going to be coming from this kind of an outer, and it will be accessing from this kind of the door, which will be accessing to the sitting room there, and the kitchen will be here, and also some of the corridor or the veranda will be at the far end at that kind of the point. That's what we are just measuring, and also understanding how it will be coming out and making sure that everything is just making its own efficiency here. And I see Mr. Magabu is now mixing much of the sand here, very meticulous. Talk about the ratios, will be rationing. That's the best way for us to go. Wagwan. Safi. So this is just a mixture field to make sure that the work is going to be protruding. I have hi man.
Hi man.
What's up?
Everything is
nice.
Yeah.
So you are at the work.
Yeah.
The work continues.
Yeah, the work continues.
How is everything?
Everything is just okay.
Look as the traveler.
Yeah.
Always locked in.
Yes.
And making sure that things are going to be coming out so effective.
So effective.
So today we are a top handman here.
Yeah.
And the work goes on good.
Yeah.
How is everything running here? Or
everything is
some
just
of the
okay. Because one thing that in cooperation and with everything, everything just moves on okay.
Yeah.
We really enjoy with the work.
Yeah.
Although the material they are going down.
No problem. Today is today, but tomorrow gonna be another day. We have to understand. Tomorrow is on Monday, guys, and tomorrow banks gonna be open. Yeah. We don't know what's gonna be demobilizing or whatever gonna be coming out.
Yes.
And as far as everything is in tune, that's why we are here to celebrate them and talk about the house going to be becoming a little bit. I have seen more of the people are passing through the highway there. They're talking about, oh, did this kind of the project die, ABCD? Much of the people thought about it will never come out. And I think this is one of the heartbreak to much of the people. In a way that, oh, why is it moving to this kind of the, why is it coming now up? Very fantastic. And I said it like, if we have so much material to the site, construction is very easy. I'm telling you, it's very easy. If you can have some of the cement, like right now we have some 20 cements, and we have some sand there, and it's just paying the labor. My friend, I'm telling you, 2 days coming, it will be in the lintel stage. 2 days coming, it will be in the lintel stage.
Like, oh.
Yeah, and much of the people just be wondering, oh my living God. Even the bricks are moving like safari rally. Yeah, they are moving like safari. I think they will just complete inside, and we shall now look for an alternative to make sure they're going to be getting extra of the bricks to make sure we're going to be reaching up to the lintel stage. That is what we're just forwarding to and making sure that everything going to be coming out. But the good thing is, if I find this kind of the, talk about the bricks, gonna be in a complete, where it will be in a complete and we pause there. I don't know if God will grant us to go higher or whatever, but where we shall now find like we don't have the capacity to move on, we shall stop there and regain the energy again. After regaining, like right now we have stayed for like 2 weeks, not coming here, and you can now see the energy that we have just bulked ourselves with, and we have just already oriented ourselves to make sure that this kind of the work goes on very meticulous here. I know this way much of the people are always getting some of the wages, talk about to fulfill their own satisfactions. Like some of the people here, they're coming from here, they have some of the children, they have much of the things to do and equip themselves and sustain the homesteads and make sure that everybody is getting what is essential. And we're gonna be having everything running here, so fantastic. So you have your channel, man?
Yeah. My channel name goes by Lucas the Traveler.
Lucas the Traveler.
Yeah, that's my channel name.
Exactly. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and support him to reach to the
to success, but 3,000 subscribers.
3,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Continue the work. Exactly. The work continues as normal, and everything will just be operated as equal as we have just planned everything coming out. They are now mixing much of the sand there that it's for the final touches, as they're going to be now increasing where necessary. They're going to be having another talk about another wall which we're going to be raising from the far corner, and what will just remain is what will be coming tomorrow, so they could just be filling the inside. What I understand also, when I was giving out much of the contract even to the G Castle, I was being charged with the outside wall and inside the wall. That's how I was being charged. But here we are dealing with a day, and that is what I always talk about, because I cannot sign a contract because I don't have that some amount of money to sign a contract, because a contract you have to put the money as the work will just continue. But if it is one of a day, and if we miss tomorrow, again we talk about tomorrow but one, which is on Tuesday, we will come to the construction. That's what is always there. And for the people who are supporting, keep on supporting to make sure this kind of the family gets the best, and the best coming out from this kind of the position here. And you can now see also what is giving us much of the morale is whereby the person we are trying to help is also subjecting himself and to this kind of the work. Like he's and him, the only people who have some of the gambut. Already he's oriented himself, and he's making sure that everything is coming out so fantastic, and things are just roaming and getting good and good all the time. So as far as we are in concern, let us incorporate and also make sure that everything is just ringing outside and making sure that everything will be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. And this is the way forward, as we are just talking about, oh, everybody's going to be passing and is just wondering, oh my living God, this kind of the people, they are again wondering, oh, they're just continuing this kind of the vibe here again, which is a bit giving much of the people the stress. But the things will be coming out, and the way it's going to be coming out like this kind of the time, it's so effective and more fantastic. Keep it tuned. Coming to you in a short while after everything going to be in concerned and incorporated to have it going. And this is the way forward. Guys, on top of the G Castle, as I'm going to be checking one of the duties that are still ongoing here, as we're going to just see what's really popping out at this kind of the time here, as my brother is making sure that they are last in the finishing line, as you can now see from the top end there, and everything is just running good. So a little bit this one that is remaining here, as I'm going to be just checking with an aerial view which is just remaining in a short while. They're going to be now getting out of this kind of the position 1-on-1 here. So everything is running very meticulous and everything is so good. And we are continuing this kind of the Sunday wherever you're coming from. I appreciate much of the time. Also whatever you're just doing and watching this kind of the video wherever you will be. I appreciate much of the people tuned and also making sure that the work continues very meticulous from your side and much more. We understand much of the people in this kind of the village. You might be thinking about, oh, we are the only YouTubers, we are just doing some of the constructions. Also, we have much of the supporters who are also constructing. I wish you the best in terms of your constructions wherever you are, and much more that you have just dedicated yourself to make sure that you're going to be coming out more effective. That's the point. I'm going to be just putting it out more clearly here. So still they are going to be having some of the ballast still going to be coming there, as that they're just making sure they're going to be getting the mixture as they're going to be coming up here with an immediate effect here. So it's a little bit of a small section that's remaining. Unaiweka kwa kama na mtaro? Hapana.
Unaweka depression kidogo. Hiyo maji kuji na teremka.
Are you sure? Kuna screeding inaweka bado?
Bado haina shida, lakini sasa wakati unaweka.
So unaweka kwa kama na kamtaro.
Okay. Ili hiyo maji
ikikuja inapata
inakuja hivi.
One way.
Hata tiles zinawekwa.
Hata tiles. Lakini hapa ni kanga ni flat rate.
Lakini ukiangalia kuna hiyo nani.
Sema screeding sasa ikikuja itajua vile itaiweka sasa. Just screeding ndio mambo yote. Exactly. So guys, this is how it's going to be, and we're going to be doing the constructing it, talk about as a channel, and also after construction using some of the bricks here. It's going to be screeded and be plastered, and the tiles will be placed there. And after the plaster, I think it's going to be talk about the tiles first, then the plaster, the screeding, the tiles, then it will be roofed now from that kind of the time. That is how it's just being prepared, and we are subjecting ourselves onto it. Yesterday, but one I brought much of the talk about the it's going to be like a ballast, which is a machine cut in a way that going to be helping us to make this kind of the area. So you understand this kind of the roof is getting into inside this kind of the position of the wall. So also it's going to be the same at this kind of the point, and this kind of the house going to be the same as you can now see. This kind of the G castle is built here. So whenever we're going to be having some of the tiles for this kind of the G castle, whatever will be remaining, talk about the pieces and much more will be coming to this kind of the house to make sure that everything going to be covered more fantastic here. So as far as everything is in tune, keep on pressing, keep on tuned, and everything will be coming to you in a short while as we press much of the things how they're going to be coming. Cement. Ongeza cement. Ongeza cement. Yeah, they're doing some mixture there. I'm telling them to add much of the cement. Chapa hiyo yote. Hiyo
ina mchanga, yani unapeleka hapa ina mchanga. Wana mchanga mwingi. Wana ndio hiyo.
Yeah.
Mwagie maji hapo.
Exactly. So msisahau ma waterproof Oh, safi. Iende nayo. Exactly. So I'm also making sure that the waterproof is so fantastic, so you can just have something which is very highly concentrated. For how many days, Bob Marley, will it be staying here so as we can just or we can talk about we will let it hanging, or we'll have to talk about this kind of the woodwork that has been done. How long will it take so we can just get it out? 14 days? 2 weeks. So now from 2 weeks now we're going to be continuing with here. So from now 2 weeks it will be in talk about October, November. I think with the November time we'll be now making sure that we're going to be coming back to this kind of the house construction. Or will it be so delaying, or we can leave the downwards timbers and we remove the ones that are in a section here?
Yeah, so when we doing the roofing, so we ensure that everything here is removed.
Okay.
So that it will not make for us difficult to work.
Okay.
So we are going to put here.
What about after 1 week? We can support it from down.
You know, it is advisable.
It's advisable.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to be supported from down, so as we can construct the channel here already and do the tiling. Then we do the roofing.
There is no problem.
It will be okay. Exactly. I'll talk with the engineer so we can just make sure that something is holding like that one, and make sure that other things gonna be getting its own section as gonna be getting forward here. So guys, that's how everything gonna be getting, and this kind of the house is a bit small but so modern in terms of the recent modern way of building, which is making it to be so fantastic at this kind of the point. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. Back to you in a short while.